All right, I got a story for you. This one was sent to me by a friend on Twitter. H Boogaloo sent this to me. You can add him on Twitter. He's a good guy or a good person. I don't know if it's a guy or girl. I don't know. It's a man or a woman. Clee Native 216. Put it on the screen. Add him on Twitter. Thanks again, my friend. Oh man, this story right here is one of those stories that get my blood pumping on a Saturday when I wanted to do some fun stories, but you know what? The news is what it is. It's about a Baton Rouge police officer named Michael Elsbury. Michael Elsbury sent some very volatile text messages to his lady friend. He was just texting her. No, he didn't send penis shots. He didn't send himself from the buff. The messages he sent, oh, what the hell? Let me read you a couple of them. Now you got to bear in mind that Officer Elsbury, he worked or patrolled a predominantly black school called Southern University, historically black university. He wrote that blacks are nothing but a bunch of monkeys, and that the only reason they have this job is the nigger in them. I guess that's his way of sweet talking this female friend he was texting to. In another text, he wrote that I wish someone would pull a Ferguson on them and take them out. I hate looking at those African monkeys at work. I enjoy arresting those thugs with their saggy pants. He's just a bigot. Big time bigot. Now, Police Chief DeBaldi says he's upset. He's sick to his stomach. He can't believe that an officer would harbor such hate in his heart. He can't believe it. He's like, he says, I have 650 officers, and 649 of them work their butts off every day for the city of Baton Rouge. So you just telling me there's only one officer on your staff that feels like this guy Elsbury? Didn't he have a partner? Now, DeBaldi says, hey, we did what we could do to get this guy out of here. He's gone. But this is my problem, DeBaldi. And it's not your fault. But I'm going to address it to you, sir, Chief. My problem is you did not fire Officer Elsbury. You let him resign. Just like Officer Go Fuck Yourself, the guy from Missouri. Let's resign. Take your pension with you. Go have fun. Go get another job at another police department because we didn't fire you. See, that's the problem I have. It seems like the union protects these bad cops. Not from harassment, but from superiors, but from disciplinary action. This man's badge should be taken. How could you justify having an officer on the force who obviously hates black people, though he has to police black people? Come on, I can't run a dog shelter if I hate dogs. But the same people, they're going to be people that are going to comment, they're going to talk about this guy's civil liberties. What about the civil liberties? What about my constitutional rights not to get hit in the head with a nightstick because this guy don't like blacks? What about my son's right to be able to breathe and not be shot because this guy hates black guys who wear pants that sag? I hate it too, but I don't want to kill them. I don't call them monkeys. I don't think they should be wiped off the face of the earth. I'm tired of these officers getting nothing. This guy didn't even get a slap on the wrist. He got a handshake, a pat on the ass, and they took him out for beers. Now, Chief DeBaldi wants to act all surprised that he has redneck bigots on staff. I think you know you got redneck bigots on staff. Did a little research into the Baton Rouge. You have failed miserably in your diversification efforts. Well documented. I'm going to link you guys in the description box. You can go read that if you want to. Common knowledge. They've been trying to get their numbers right since the 80s. But they can't seem to recruit people because who wants to work at a racist-ass police department? That's the problem with racist police departments. They tend to stay racist because nobody wants to work at a racist police department. I mean, if you were black, would you want to go work with a bunch of guys who hate you? You're going to move up quick there. Going to work's going to be fun. As far as his civil liberties go and his rights to privacy, fuck those. He loses them. I'm sorry, if you're a police officer, you're in a privileged position where your opinion is weighed heavier than the average citizens. You are given the benefit of the doubt. You approach a guy in the middle of the night, for whatever reason, it's not on your dash cam footage. We take your word over the word of anyone's about what you had to do, about the fear that you had in your heart. That's what we do in America. We authorize you to use force up to your discretion. Very few cases actually, we look at these cases, it seems like every time you turn around there's a case where an officer is being investigated for police brutality. But know this, folks, come on. People get arrested and hurt all the time while getting arrested. Very, very few cases ever reach newspapers. It just looks like they do because we talk about them, and I do it too. We talk about them often. But very few of these cases ever see the light of day. Most people just get their ass kicked and you never hear about it. So stop acting as if all officers are under so much pressure they couldn't possibly be brutalizing citizens. Officer Elsbury should have been fired 15 years ago. He didn't develop this attitude that he hates monkeys overnight. That is typical textbook white supremacist, redneck, stormfront, KKK, Third Reich talk language. And it don't happen overnight. He's been a bigot for a long time, and he was very comfortable being an officer on that department. Don't act like it's a shock. People knew it. People know who the bigots are. They work around them. They say slick shit. It's not a secret. The only secret is how you're able to keep this going for so long. He should have never been able to resign. He should have been fired. Now I'm pissed, and I don't want to be pissed on a Saturday. You just pissed me off, the Baldy.